Sup everyone, this is Draco Evo back yet again with some latest Manchester United transfer news. Now, today we have updates on Jadon Sancho's potential visit to England. We have updates on Aloui Traore, Dean Henderson and Levitt. So let's jump straight in. As always guys, if you're new to the channel and if you're feeling generous, make sure you smash the sub button to stay up to date with latest Manchester United news, transfer news, match reviews and previews. And this is all about transfer news. As you can see at the bottom, there are segments where you can jump onto, etc, etc. But as of yesterday, there has been, let's jump straight into the Jadon Sancho news, right? Sorry, I just jumping the gun a little bit there. But as of yesterday, you guys will know that there has been various reports derived from his Instagram account story that Jadon Sancho has been spotted at a house party in England, somewhere in England. I'll read you out an article. Obviously, all the various articles are reporting the same bit of news, but I'll read you out an article here. Jadon Sancho has been spotted at a house party in the UK as talks of a move to Manchester United accelerates. Sancho is a top target for United this summer as the club seek to bring him back to England. The winger left Manchester City 3 years ago without making a senior appearance to further his career in Germany. His move to Dortmund certainly paid off. Across 3 seasons, he has amassed 30 goals and 34 assists in the league. Now though, he's looking to return to his home country, and United have made a move for Sancho their top priority. As we know from various credible outlets that United are interested in him, and they are kind of stuck where the structure of the fee, you can say. So I'm just going to read you this, right? This little bit. But Sancho may have his heart set on a return to England. Widespread reports have noted that the 20-year-old was at a house party hosted by rap duo Krept and Conan, no idea who they are, who both support Manchester United in the UK on a Saturday night. The fact that Sancho was in his home country just days before Dortmund's pre-season commences has raised a few eyebrows. The Bundesliga club have their first summer friendly on Wednesday. So that's the latest on Jadon Sancho. Yes, he was at a house party, and you can see on the thumbnail that was the image that was set up, that he was with his buddies. They're both rappers who I've never heard of, but they're both Manchester United fans. And also, why would he be at a house party in England on a Saturday night when Borussia Dortmund are expected, or not expected, they leave for their pre-season preparation this coming Monday. The same Monday, sorry, excuse me, the same Monday where Dortmund have set a deadline for Manchester United to get the deal done. Obviously, we understand from Dortmund's perspective that they want the deal done as early as possible so that they can find adequate replacements, spend the money that they acquired from Jadon Sancho. Now, we could look at it in a different way, different light, as in it could be the case of him just spending his last couple of days or last day or so, free day, or on a Saturday before they meet up for pre-season ahead of their new season. And obviously, the media went frenzy there. He's posted that on his account with various pictures, etc, etc. It could be that. And also, he does live in England, guys, so we need to kind of calm down a little bit. He does live in England, so obviously him visiting his home country where he lives, and having a bit of a party on a Saturday night, as young players like that with lots of money will do, but obviously he knows it very well. Everybody knows that the transfer saga that's surrounding Jadon Sancho to Manchester United has hit really high, and he basically added fuel to fire, you can say, where why would he be in England, aside from party and me visiting family days, or just a day, less than 48 hours before he goes on to the pre-season with Dortmund. He could be in England. Those are my theory. I got 2 theories, both for and against the argument in regards to his potential transfer to Manchester United. One, that he could be, he's from England. His home is in England. His family is in England. He could be just visiting them before the preseason starts, where they kind of put the head down and get ready for a new season, or he could be in England to negotiate or film a video for Manchester United potential unveiling of him, and in the meantime he'll probably just had a last day of partying there. It could go either way. So obviously everyone's got a bit excited in regards to the news, and I just want to kind of pour some water into the fire a little bit, that guys, relax. It is probably going to happen. I think it will happen, not probably. I think it will happen. It's just a matter of when, not if. I do hope that we get this done quickly, ASAP. I don't believe that unless there's some big developments today, or I don't believe that we will get the man before the deadline day that Dortmund have set us, which is August 10th, which is tomorrow, Monday, right? And that's my belief. I hope that we see some news coming out over the next 24 hours. I very much doubt it, because United do have a game on a Monday against Copenhagen, and all sort of hands on deck on the game in terms of media and press conferences, etc, etc. So we might not see anything on Monday, but I reckon there will be some sort of huge developments post the game, from Tuesday, onwards. I think next week will be a very good week in regards to Jadon Sancho news, and I will always bring you guys the latest. As soon as it breaks, whatever happens, I'll bring it to you guys. Another note to add is that Fabrizio Romano, one of the most credible journalists around there, has tweeted recently saying that United and Manchester and Dortmund have been locked onto negotiations over the last couple of days, even on a weekend. It's a big deal. It's a big structure. You're looking at hundreds of millions of pounds worth of deal in terms of wages and the transfer fee potentially. So it will take time to iron out the details. It's not just about the transfer fee and Manchester United. Obviously, it's also about the fact that the third party agents being involved, we got to pay them somehow. And also his boots, like, is it Nike, is it Adidas? Because that's also important for sponsorship deals. I believe he's with Nike, but obviously with United, they're Adidas. So Adidas, there you go. So it might be a bit of a conflict of interest or conflict there. So those needs ironing out. But that's the latest on Jadon Sancho. As you can see, these are the images that he was at a house party from his Instagram, I believe. And they're on the thumbnail anyway. Back to your comments. As you guys know, I pick up comments from my comment section from the last video, which was updated yesterday. So do get commenting, guys. I will kind of pick a comment and discuss it. And I'm gonna pick a comment from my guy Bleach Guy. It's been a while, he's been busy. But it's been a while. He's been an avid supporter of my channel for a long time, and he's finally commented. So I'm gonna give him a bit of a shout out. Thank you, Bleach Guy, for the comment. It's in regards to the Jadon Sancho transfer video that I've done yesterday. This guy says the uproar United will get if they fail to for Sancho, £90 million up front, unrealistic in this market crash. Dortmund being very unrealistic and stubborn, and rightly so. I think when I say rightly so, why will Dortmund they've dealt with the likes of Barca and Atletico Madrid for hundreds of £1 million. All this transfer, they're used to this transfer thing and negotiation. Their negotiation skills are good. I think the biggest strength is buying young and selling them when they're just before stardom for hundreds of millions of pounds. They're experienced in that. They know what they're doing. United have the money. They know it. United have the money. But Dortmund needs to kind of buckle up a little bit and think, what, just relax with your fee. You're going to get the fee. Dortmund's not going to lose out immediately. I mean, they'll lose out next summer if they be stubborn, and Jadon Sancho has a year left in his contract. After next summer, 40-50 million pound will be cut from that transfer fee anyway. So I think they're holding their ground. They're holding out for as much as possible. They know United need him and really desperate for him. They know United need a right winger. They know United need a next star, number 7. So they will obviously hold that for as much as possible. But if United are haggling for £5 to £10 million, as reported by various outlets, then yes, we will be angry. As United fans, we will be 100% angry. Like £10 million, you're haggling and dragging this transfer saga out for weeks and weeks. It will have an effect on the team. But thank you, Bleach Guy, for the comment. As always, guys, if any of you guys want to get involved, just leave your comments in this video and I'll pick it up in my next upload and have a bit of a discussion. But thank you so much. Next bit of news is Aloe Traore. So the midfielder is this article saying that will leave if he's not given enough playing time. He is one of the he is one of the rising stars in our youth setup. He's 19 years of age, and he's admitted that he's willing to leave United if not given first team chances, with just 1 year left on his current deal. It has been 2 years since Traore signed for his first contract with United after walking away from PSG. It's fair to say we've seen very little of him since. So this is what he has to say. I think I have respected my potential. I have become a more complete player in 3 years. I put in on quite a bit of muscle and mature physically. I have become better tactically. I think I'm a player who's ready for the professional football. In view of my progress, I'm happy with my 3 years, but at the same time I imagined myself to be a little further already, play and train more regularly with a professional group. Now these 3 years should allow me to play professionally. I acquired a background at Manchester Training Centre that I want to use higher now. I would like to start as a pro. Like I said, I think I have the baggage to do it. I hope it will be Manchester, otherwise why not, and go find playing time somewhere else. Look, I haven't seen much of him. Many of you haven't seen much of him. I play Football Manager. And Traore is a good player from his technical attributes, and he seems like he's developing. Obviously, he's been given a professional contract and coming from PSG background. And United have a track record of giving youngsters a chance. My problem with United at the moment is we've given a lot of players a chance, right? We've given centre-backs a chance, full-backs a bit of a chance with Ethan Laird and Brandon Williams. We've given strikers a chance like Tai Chong, Angel Gomez and Mason Greenwood. But my concern is we haven't given any midfielders a chance. Like we got Aloe Traore, who's a potential, who's a potential, obviously. We've got James Garner, who's doing fantastic, in the background. And they're at an age now where I think they should be given a chance, at least a bit of a part game, say in the Carabao Cup this season. I would love to see, although rumours are saying that they are going to be going out on loan in James Garner's, James Garner's thing. And that's the same case with Levitt, Dillian Levitt. He's another midfielder. He's a youngster. He's a good youngster. United are looking to arrange a number of loan deals for the academy stars this summer, with Levitt, Tai Chong and James Gunn amongst those exploring the possibility at a temporary move away from the club. So you can see United are kind of open for the possibility of giving these youngsters some game time, professional higher game time in another club for experience. However, we don't want to lose these stars. We don't want them to kind of run down their contract and leave. And I do believe that the midfield area should be addressed. I believe that people like Andres Pereira is taking up a bench space. We don't need him. I think he doesn't offer as much. He's taking up a bench space for a potential youngster like a James Garner, who's doing fantastic work in the under 23s. He should be at least in the bench in maybe 2 games in 10, like 2 games in 10, just to be on the bench, have that match experience, and that builds up morale and character for that player, and experience as well. That's where I feel Manchester United are failing in terms of giving youngsters a chance. We're doing great, in terms of our defense and attacking options. We're given plenty of chances with stand-up performers like Brandon Williams and Mason Greenwood taking their chances. But I do believe that we need to give midfielders a bit of a chance, and we've got a lot of talent in that youth setup, right? We've got Traore being one of them, and we've got James Garner certainly being one. I think worthy of at least 5 games a season, which is not much to ask for. There's plenty of games to go around, plenty of fringe games as well, and I do believe that this will help their development as well as help them to stay long term at Old Trafford. We had someone like Angel Gomez, who's joined Lille today, and he was a talent, but he just never kind of made the cut. He's run down his contract, and I do believe that stems from the fact that one, yes, he might not have been good enough. We don't know what's happening in the training ground. But two, maybe game time is where, you know, the faith in him, not even game time, but being in the match squad. You know, we've had 5 substitutions in the last 3 months during this pandemic. It would be nice to have seen a couple of youth players at least in the match squad, traveling with the squad, being in a professional high-end group, getting that vital experience. I think would have done them wonders, and we haven't seen enough of them, certainly from the midfield standpoint. But that's the latest on our youth prospects, Aloe, Traore and Levitt. Last bit of news is Dean Henderson. Yes, so Manchester United are apparently not willing to pay his wages if he decides to stay at Sheffield United. Sheffield United do want to re-sign Dean Henderson to stay with them for another season. However, they've only been paying bit part payments, right, in terms of his wages, but Manchester United were covering a lot of his wages. But now Manchester United want to put a bit of pressure on Sheffield United and say, look, you know, he's been a great servant to you guys, he's been doing wonderful, you can keep him for another season, but you're gonna have to pay his full wages. And I agree with that. You know, if he's gonna go out on loan again to Sheffield United, and Sheffield United, you know, have been great this season despite the stature of their club, and Dean Henderson helped keep 13 clean sheets as well. He's clearly a vital player to them. Then pay his wages. You know, pay his full wages. Have him for another year, I think, and you know, both have a win-win situation where Dean Henderson, a very good keeper, is at Sheffield United for another season. United have Dean Henderson gaining more match time experience at a top level club in the Premier League will benefit both the clubs. So requesting them to kind of, you know what, pay a lot more of their wages, I do agree on that. But that's all the latest on Manchester United transfer news now. Transfer news today, whatever you want to call it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do get involved, and I'll pick up some of the comments and have a bit of a discussion. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next upload, and stay farafari.